Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the vlog. It's vlog number 6. I am currently at Chamberlain's right now. I have a couple of errands to run. I have to buy paint that I ran out of from my boxes, and then I have to go to Take a Lot to get my Dremel because I had to return the Dremel because I just stopped working properly. And then I have to go to Light Warehouse to buy some lights for the box as well. So today is the errands, and then we're in studio to finish off the work because it has to be done by the 15th of Jan. So I'm always in the shop. The whole of December I've been in the shop. Okay guys, so I went into Light Warehouse and I got bad news because when I went there, I think a few days ago, last week, the guy that was helping me told me that I could get like 3 meters of lights, and I thought that those 3 meters of lights will come with their individual power cable, but apparently you can only buy 5 meters of lights and get 1 power cable. So I came back very disappointed. My heart is discouraged and just like, what the heck, because I don't know how I feel this morning. This morning was a bit tika-tika-ring. So that first disappointment really just like has sent me into a little mental spiral, but I'm gonna come out of it. I think what I realized is that sometimes when you do these types of ambitious, quote unquote, art projects, it gets frustrating because you don't have the capital to do extravagant things. Like, you have to find affordable ways to do something that will potentially be really great for your practice, and it's hard because you're the only one that knows what you need and what you want, and there's no one to help you. I don't have help in terms of electrics, in terms of sound, in terms of animation, so I'm constantly asking different people for help. And when things like this happen, where there's like some type of no, or some type of no, you can't do this, or it's going to cost you this, and it doesn't make sense financially, it can get quite frustrating. So I guess I'm just a bit frustrated because I keep running into these roadblocks when it comes to my art, and I keep having this vision of what this work needs to exist, like how it needs to exist, and I struggle a lot to get it to the point where it needs to look a particular way. And constantly having to be told no, or constantly having to be told that we don't have that, or whatever, is hard. It's so hard. So yeah, now I'm at China Mall. I'm gonna look for the lights and see if I can find what the lights I need with 3 different power cables. Guys, welcome back. I'm back in the studio from my errands. So obviously I had a breakdown in the car, but we were able to recover. When I went into the China shop, there was a guy there that's an electrician. So the way that they sell their parts, they sell the cable per meter, and then you buy the extending power cable. And then you have to buy the 3-point plug because it comes in a 2-point plug, but I want a 3-point plug to make it easy for installation purposes. So I was able to buy the cables, and this is what it looks like. So this is what the guy was able to do for me. I needed 3 of these, then 1 meter each, and he was able to like cut the cable here, add an extender here, and then this long cable is 2 meters. Because my work is going to sit on a plinth, I needed this to be long enough to go from the box all the way to the power cable. And the guy tested it. I saw him test it and it worked. So yeah, I think sometimes we get too discouraged too easily before we try again, but I guess that's what is required of us sometimes, is that even when you are discouraged, you must still try. So I'm glad I still tried, because now I was able to do it for like 418 Rand. The other guy, there was a guy that helped me 2 years ago to do these lights and stuff, and he charged me like 500, and this actually came out to like 418, which is much cheaper than how the other guy was gonna charge me. Plus that other guy is further, he's like all the way in town, so it was just a win-win to just buy it now and not have to wait until I go to town and figure out logistics with that guy. So now I know where to go, because I really thought that Lighthouse was gonna help me, but sometimes dilo tsa mokgowa just tlogela. Go to the Chinese and don't fight other battles. Just find an easier way to make the stuff that needs to be made. But yeah, that's a real indication of what normally happens in my life, like art related. Like I'll want to do something, get disappointed, and have to sort try again. Happens all the time. Cycle, babes. Cycle. So yeah, this is the studio today. I'm gonna show you guys currently what the studio looks like. It's a mess. It's a mess. Okay. One of the hardest things about making new work is realizing that you don't have a team. It's just you. And I don't have a technician, I don't have advice, I don't have counsel, I don't have an art lecturer in my ear telling me to go here, think about that, do it this way. So this video is basically about that, the difficulty of having to navigate creating new ambitious art projects when you're only one person, and one person who's inexperienced, one person who has to do a lot of research. And when I say research, I don't mean behind a laptop, I mean going out of my house and going to find resources and people that can help me. And I think that I've realized that it is incredibly difficult to do, especially in a time when people are relaxing. A lot of the work that I did currently was during December, and like obviously now the beginning of Jan when you're getting this video, but during December it was particularly difficult to get work done because people in other industries are shutting down, closing down. For example, Laser Guys shut down in December. If you remember 2 videos ago, I said that I was going to take some clippings that I had cut out from magazines and newspapers to Laser Guys for them to cut onto MDF board. They were not able to do that. I had to literally fight the lady at Laser Guys to get my work back because they had the work, and I had to get my news clippings back, my magazine cutouts back, my collages back, so that I could physically cut them myself. That is why in the last video you literally see me using a Dremel, and I've been using a Dremel and a cutting knife, what is this, a box knife, a craft knife or box knife, to cut into MDF board and make these small figurines on MDF board at home. So that is an example of one of the hardest parts about not having a team, not having people that can kind of speak to you. Sorry, there's these little flies in my studio because of my plant. It's infested by these little flies, so I have to like sort that out as well. That's also just an annoying thing that's happening in the studio, in the whole house to be fair. But nonetheless, like that's an example of not having a team and having to do the cutting of these wooden things, and then I have to prime these. That's why you've been seeing me prime these cut them, prime them, paint them, paste them, and then arrange them in such a short amount of time. And I'm alone. Like, my friend did come help me in December. Shout out to Portia, love you girl. Mwah. She did help me briefly, but I still had to get a lot of other work done on my own. On top of that, you're trying to conceptualize the idea. On top of that, you still need to write and have a bit more research about why it is that you're doing the thing that you're doing. So it has been incredibly hard, to be fair, to make this work, this body of work, because industry shut down. And also being told no, it really hurts when you're being told no. I remember I got on a call with the bot shop in Pretoria because I needed help with this animation of my works because I wanted the figurines to move. The goal of these boxes has always been that the figures in the box move, and it almost feels like a theater. It feels like a play. I know the sun is going down, so the lighting is gonna change, but it feels like a theater. It feels like a play, but like, they couldn't help me. They couldn't help me. And I remember when I got told no by them, I was incredibly discouraged. It was so hard for me to like pick myself up after they told me that. I came to the studio very downcast because I've been trying to do this thing since my residency, now 2 years ago. I've been trying to get this thing to move. So I'm going to dedicate the next project of these boxes, the next phase, the third phase of these boxes, to the movement alone, and kind of give myself the whole year, because I tried to do it from November and December, which was 2 months, but I was not able to do that. So yeah, it's things like that where you're just discouraged by the fact that there's people in other industries that you need to speak to gain help about what you want to do, but you don't have the resources, the knowledge, the finances to do certain things, you know. So yeah, it's really hard as an emerging artist sometimes to do these kind of ambitious projects, but you don't have help. You don't, and even if you ask those that are more knowledgeable, it seems like a no, it seems impossible, it seems like it's not something that they do, you know. So you're being pulled from pillar to post over and over and over again, and having to pick myself up from the ground over and over and over and over again is hard. It's hard on my emotional like capacity as an artist. On top of that difficulty, the industry right now, the art industry right now, I don't know if it's the markets or Trump or whatever's going on, but work for me personally, my practice hasn't been selling at a level that I thought it would right now. So I have to manage that expectation and the reality of that, on top of still pouring into the work, pouring my soul, my heart, my efforts into this work when things are so unsure and uncertain, like I said in the previous video. But yeah, nonetheless, right now we're back in studio. It is Tuesday. I'm hoping for this vlog to come out on Thursday. I did film a bit of me when I did some errands. I think I went to Chamberlain's, I went to Light Warehouse, and that's when they couldn't help me and I was extremely discouraged. And then I went to China Shop and then they helped me. So yeah, this is where we're at right now. This is the current things that I'm experiencing and feeling in the studio in January. I am currently working towards 2 projects, 2 exhibitions, which you guys should know by now. So I feel like I'm finished with these 2 boxes, these 2 artworks, which I will not show you guys. Sorry, you saw the in-between, but not the final, you can't see. I feel like I'm done, so now I'm going to work towards the other exhibition. Got back from the art shop with my friend. I ran a little errand with her. She went to go look for glazes for her ceramics, but there wasn't any glazes at Art Savings Club. I thought that they would, but they don't sell glazes there. So I didn't end up buying anything, but there were these boards that go along with the current boards that I have, and I was thinking of getting them, but they were quite pricey in order for me to buy them. But I'm back at the art shop now, from the art shop. I'm done with the 2 works that are necessary for the first show. The lighting was shifting. I think I'm going to add one more element to the one work that's here on the right. I'm going to add some cows. I'm going to go look in my box for cows, and then I'm going to cut that up and then cut the wood for that. Yeah, that's all I need to do today, and then I'm going to start the 3rd box for the 2nd show. This box is a bunch of cutouts that I take out of magazines that I'm not sure if I'm going to use, but I cut them out anyway because they could be interesting. So I normally refer back to these before I look for a particular reference, because sometimes I have already torn out a page of a magazine that I can use later, and I just put it in here because there's really cool special things that I haven't yet used or I want to use. So you've probably seen this in another vlog, and this is an example of something that I will tear out and be like, oh, this is really cool, I might want to use the direction of these eyes or something for something. So I'll tear it out and keep it. And now I'm going to look in here for cows, because I need cows for one of the boxes. My studio is so tight. Anytime I have to set up the camera and move things around, it honestly just feels like everything is here. Everything is here. Yo. I love to set a candle up sometimes when I work, because the smell, something about a candle being on, that kind of helps me work. Also, when I keep the candle when it's done and it says a few months later, I literally remember the work I was making when I smell the fragrance from the candle. For example, I have this candle and it literally reminds me of my residency that I did with BNAP 2 years ago now. It's a rich mahogany scented candle. I think I got it from H&M. And every time I smell it, I remember the work that I made when I was in residency. I found a cow. I was about to look through a magazine, but I found a cow. See what I mean? Always find the whatever I need, because I've already cut it out. And I remember I cut this out last year, like Jan, or end of the year before. See what I mean? You gotta preempt, babes. You gotta preempt. Found more cows, guys. What did I say? What did I say? Closing shop, not really, but really, because the sun is going down. So I'll try and pick up some of the video footage tomorrow, or if I can in the dark, I'll try. But the lighting in the studio at night is really bad. I saw in the last vlog that it just isn't the best. But yeah, for now, all I'm left with is cutting this stuff I'm gonna cut those things with the craft knife because it's at night now and the neighbors are gonna complain if I'm busy using the Dremel. So I'm left with this and some of the other stuff that I picked out for another box. Yeah. Welcome to the vlog, guys. It is Wednesday today. I am currently in studio. I went to Dis-Chem to get my iron supplements and something for the cold because I feel like I'm coming down with something. So, but I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. And I got a matcha latte. Shout out to Discovery Vitality. Okay, do your steps, get a coffee. I was saying that I wanted to photograph the work this week, but I'm only going to be able to get lights on Sunday after Kerk. So I'm going to photograph the works on Monday or Sunday after church, and then they're going to get assembled Tuesday, Wednesday, and then packaged and delivered to the gallery on Thursday. They need to be in Cape Town by the last week of January. So everything is quite close to the deadline, but I'm basically done now. I'm just adding small things that I feel like I can add, and I haven't done this in a long time where my work was done long before it's due, because sometimes I work like really close to the deadline. So being able to step back from the work for a bit like this week and just look at it and see what I can add here and there has been great, I guess. But it's basically done, which I'm glad. It's basically done, and then I have 2 more boxes to do, obviously, for the other show that I need to start. Also, yesterday I said that one of the hardest things about being an emerging artist is that you're alone. I want to correct that by saying that I may be physically, like, my team may be just me, but it would be improper for me not to acknowledge the fact that God is with me. It would be improper for me not to say that the Holy Spirit helps me by giving me wisdom and telling me of places to go, what time, where. So I do want to acknowledge the fact that God is at work in my practice. It's not just me. Yes, it's me doing the physical labor, but I think the spiritual motivation behind my work and just giving me advice and wisdom about decisions I should make artistically, I have to say shout out to the Holy Spirit. So yeah, this is what we're going to do today. We're going to cut some boxes. Properly because I have earplugs in because of the noise of the Dremel. But I'm gonna end the vlog here. I'm still sanding off some of the little cut figures that I need for the boxes, and then once that's done, I'm obviously gonna prime it and then put acrylic medium and paste it and then paint it black around the edges and then put it in the box, which you guys have probably seen in other processes. But this Dremel thing is a new thing. I wanted to show you guys that I had to get a Dremel out of circumstances because Laser Guys shut down too soon in December, and they were only gonna open next week Monday, and my boxes are due to be at the gallery on the 15th, so it wasn't gonna work. So I had to buy a Dremel in order for me to cut out the work. So yeah, I'm gonna end the vlog here.
So I guess not much was done in the studio besides some cutting and a bit of a conversation. But every other process that I have been doing over the past couple of months is basically the same. Collaging, cutting boards, pasting boards, arranging. And obviously chatting about how difficult it is to be your own boss, your own technician, your own emotional support. But nonetheless, we have Christ, so it's okay. But yeah, I want to say thank you to everyone for watching my videos this far. I'm extremely grateful. Do like, comment, and subscribe so that I can keep making content. It's really great to see different audiences engage with my work, and I'm really excited for what else I guess will be made. For now, I guess this was a chilled vlog, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.